Today I'm going to talk about our latest feature, dashboards. Now, dashboards is the most awaited feature for web signals till date. Now, let's get right into the dashboards. How you can access dashboard from your main screen. You just have to click on this icon right next to your keyword, and that will take you to your reporting dashboard for that project. Now, what you can do is you can, by default, all the keywords in that project are selected. So what you see, the data you see is for the combination of all the projects. But say you want to select a particular keyword, um, you can select that keyword. So like I have selected hrefs, and I'll see all the data for hrefs. So what all data is here? First of all, I see the mention stats, which will give me how my mentions are varying over a period of time. So as we can see here, these are the various mentions for hrefs on different platforms which we track across the date range. You can select the date range from here and change the date range, and everything on the dashboard will change accordingly. So let's just keep the same date range for now, or let's maybe try and see what happens when I change it. I've selected October 1st to 30th. As you can see, the data now is from October 1st to 30th. If you want to see any particular platform, say for example you only want to see Twitter, you can just click on Twitter, and the data will refresh and only show Twitter. If you want to see multiple platforms, you can click. So if you want to see web and Twitter, you can just enable any of the platforms, and the number of mentions, total mentions, will also change based on the platforms you select. Next is the sentiments. We just launched sentiments a few days back, and we've gotten a great response. People are very happy with the kind of sentiments we are getting, and we are also fine-tuning this based on your feedback. Now, as you can see here, you can you get the sentiments for a given date range, what over the number of negative and positive sentiments we were able to find. Now this data is not really retrospective, because we have just started finding sentiments. So what will happen is, if I actually choose a bigger date range to include the current day, like the last few days, you'll see a rise in the number of sentiments, because we actually started calculating sentiments a few days back. So this is sentiments, and then the most important and the feature which I love the most is influencers. Now in influencers, we have arranged the influencers on each one of the platforms in two different ways, by followers or by mentions. So for example, for hrefs, we can see the influencer with the most number of followers who has talked about hrefs is Moz, then Neil, then growth hackers. So 560k, 223k, 184k. So this is arranged in descending order of number of followers. And then if you want to see the post, the exact post which those people have made, you can just click on it, and you'll see the posts which have been made by Moz in this case, which have mentioned hrefs. Let's go back, and if you click on the number of mentions, you'll get to see the people who have mentioned that particular keyword the most number of time, like hyper expert tweet. They've mentioned hrefs 51 times, which is quite strange, because they have 0 followers. But yeah, that's how you can see and figure out who are the people who are talking about your competitors the most, and just maybe build a relationship with them, and engage with them more, and get them to promote yourself as well. Similarly for Reddit, Instagram, and web and news. Now for web and news, I would like to point out that we have not just shown you who are the best websites who are talking about you. We have also ranked those websites by the number of ranking keywords. So this data is powered by RankWatch, where we have data of almost the entire web, each keyword and the top 100 results. So we have kind of merged that data with this to show you these. So you can arrange this by, again, ranking keywords and number of mentions. Very soon you'll also have a word cloud, hashtag cloud, and a language breakup. And we are also working on a scroll here to show you more results in the number of influencers rather than just the top 5. So this is the dashboard.